Hello students, let us start in this video Standard 8 Literature March. It is chapter 4. Okay, it's author Khuswant Singh. Khuswant Singh, born in 2nd February 1915 and he died in 20th March 2014. He was an Indian author, lawyer, diplomat, journalist and a politician. His experience in the 1947 partition of India inspired him to write Train to Pakistan, which is very, very famous. He has written this book in 1956 and further it is made into one film in 1990, which became a most well-known film. All of you know the name. The film's name is Gadar. Khuswant Singh was bestowed with Padma Bhushan in 1974 but was returned the award in 1984 in the protest against the operation of Blue Star, in which the Indian Army raided the Amritsar. In 2007, he was awarded the Padma Vibhushan. Okay, this is the second highest civilian award of our country. So he has written many stories, books, novels, etc. And March is the story, one of them. March is a story described about the third month of the year. As we know, we have 12 months and March is the third month of the year, and he describes that March is the most unpredictable month. After the winter, till it continues till February, March sets, and March is the most unpredictable month for the human being, for the plant world as well as the animal world. Okay, so March is the third month of the year and it is derived from the name after the Janus of two-headed Roman god of doorways and new beginnings, depicted with two faces looking in opposite direction. Okay, so let us read about the story March. Okay, March is an unpredictable month, and one day can be as cold as any winter and the next is as warm as any in spring. Okay, so as I told you, is describing this month is very, very unpredictable because it has no particular weather in this month. Sometime it is very, very cold and sometime again it is very warm like spring. It may be as dry as desert one morning and by sundown as monsoon night. Okay, so morning it is very, very hot like the desert, and in night it is like monsoon night. It's like the monsoon night. Fresh falls of snow in the mountains of Kashmir and Himachal bring chilly winds to the capital. Strong winds push clouds of the freezing heights, convert the raindrops into ice, toss islets up over and again till they are too heavy to bear and let their descended onto the earth as hell. So in this month you can see, here is describing that in this month you can see the hailstone. Generally we don't find the hailstone during the other month than March. Okay, so he is saying that sometime it is very hot and sometime it is very, very cold, and sometime the Kashmir and Himachal, the strong chilly wind comes and makes the hell and it falls as a hailstone in the month of March. Take a close look at the hailstone and yet you will notice that it is a milky white color and consists of layer of ice like skies on an onion. So whenever you have seen the hailstone, generally it falls in the month of March. Okay, so if you notice that is layer and layer like an onion, its skins are like layer and layer. I was to wonder why hailstone did not occur in winter months when it is cold, but in spring or early summer, which is warm. Now I know it takes strong winds to make hail. So as the author already said that March from Himalaya and Himachal, the strong wind comes. Because of that the hailstone is arranged, and he is saying that why it is not, he is wondering why it is not, the hailstones are not there, hailstones are not there in winter because of the strong wind. The strong winds only comes in the month of March. Now I know it takes strong winds to make the hail. I have often put away my woolens. So here he is describing, I have often put away my woolens. Not only he, we also, like after winter season generally we keep our woolens and everything and we start wearing cottons. So I have often put away my woolens by the middle of the month and take out my summer clothes, only to put back the cottons and once again get cardigans and warm socks. So suddenly the month is very much unpredictable. That's why suddenly again you feel cold, again you have to bring out or take out your cardigans or sweater and socks, etc. What they say about May in England can be said March in India. So people in England, they say that even the month of May is very much unpredictable. The same way he is comparing March in India. Never cast a collar means old clothing you should not keep inside in the month of March. That means the winter clothes at least you keep some for the month of March. The sun also continues to behave erratically. It comes up earlier by more minutes than it goes down in the evening. So here he is saying about the suns. That means the sunrise is quite early and in the sunset is quite late compared to the winter day. Okay. Humans are not only ones to be fooled by the weather, insects said to be endowed with an extra sense of forecasting the weather suffers heavily. So in this story he has described how the human world, the plants world and even the animal worlds fooled by this month. Okay, so here is like how we become full. We keep the winter clothes, then again we take out the winter clothes because of the unpredictable weather. Same way in this paragraph he is saying that humans are not only ones to be fooled by the weather, insects said to be endowed with an extra sense of forecasting. Weather suffers heavy losses. Okay, so due to this we suffer. Mosquitoes, flies, moth which come out of hiding to pester humans suddenly find the weather runs inclement and frozen to death. Okay, so during this month generally you say that during this month what do they do? Mosquito, flies and moths which come out with the hiding. So in this stanza, he is saying that mosquitoes, flies and moths which come out of hiding to pester humans suddenly find the weather turn inclement. So in this he is saying that mosquitoes, moths and which generally irritate us, pester means irritate us, suddenly find the weather again become very cold and they die. Okay, because of the cold which was unpredictable, that is supposed to be in the month of March. I recorded the first time I hear the cricket chirp. So he is saying that in the month of March also he heard the cricket chirps. This is usually in the second week of March. The chirp of the cricket generally usually occurs in the second week of March, probably somewhat earlier in my apartment than the other homes. So where he used to live, he is telling this is probably maybe his house, it is earlier than compared to other houses. Okay, I have a long fire burning every winter night. So where he stays generally, he is writing this story when he was in Delhi. Okay, so he is telling I have a long fire burning every winter night. So night he used to put the long firewood. A cricket chirp can be reliable and substitute for thermometer. Like how our body temperature increase, the way if the burning of the firewood increases, the chirp of the cricket also increases time to time. The hotter it is, the faster the cricket chirps. If you do not believe me, try the following experiment. So he is very much sure that how the burning of the fire, the warmth increases, the way the cricket chirps also increasing. So he is giving an example, one mathematical example that he is telling. You can following the following instruction. Count the number of the chirps per minute, divide the total by 4 and add by 40. The total will give you the temperature of the room Fahrenheit. So how will you take out the room Fahrenheit? You count, then divide by total by 4 and add by 40. Okay, so in the vagaries the change of difficult, the vagaries of weather make Holi the festival of color. So again, in this month we generally celebrate the most colorful festival, Holi. Generally it falls in the month of March, but not necessarily all the time it falls in the month of March. He is saying the vagaries means the difficult, variety, unpredictable. The vagaries weather make Holi festival of color a chancy, means uncertain affair. It is falls sometime between the latter part of February and the end of March. Sometime it comes in the end of February also, or sometime the end of March. Some years only the young are out with their long tubes size spring buckets and colored water and raid the powder to fight the mock's batteries, yelling Holi hai Holi. Okay, other years in the warm cloud for the middle aged, in the old to risk the being. So here he is describing that the most famous festival what we celebrate in our country with a great pomp and show, the variety of colors. Sometimes it falls in the end of, it is also unpredictable, it is very chancy. Sometimes it comes in the end of February, or sometimes comes in the end of March. If it comes in the end of March, there the middle aged people also, or the old people also enjoy the festival, because that time it is not very cold. And if at all it comes in the month of February, only the young children like you all, you don't bother about the cold. Okay, you play the Holi and you start shouting Holi 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 hai. Okay, so by mid the mulberry tree, now in this stanza he is describing about the plant world. Already he has described about human people, how about human body, how they are thinking about the month. The next he describes about the cricket, then animals. Now he is describing about the plants. By the mid of March, the mulberry trees, that's sabut in Hindi and marus in Latin for white fruited variety, have both flowers and leaves. For a few days, it caterpillars like fruits and free for all for picking. Okay. Bohonies are still in flowers through now and with leaves around them. Mango trees are covered with a powdery cluster of blossoms. So he is telling, as we know, in the month of March, generally the tree sheds their leaves and the new leaves come forth. Okay, so here he is describing about a particular fruits that is called the mulberry or the sabut in Hindi, and mango also the flowers come, which color is powdery duster of blossoms. In March, both birth and death are much evidence. During the month of March, you can feel that both death and birth are very much in evidence. On one hand, you can see the grape ribbon and madhumati, that kind of vine, that is a flower, indicate a name given to it Dutch botanist because of its eccentric manner of growth. Add new leaves every day, and the other day neems, mahua, jamun, people and banyans are shedding their foliage. Okay, so during this time creepers called madhumati, okay, that every day you can come, it becomes very wild and it is laden with flowers. In the same time, just opposite, you can see the mahuas, the jamun tree, the people tree, they shed their leaves. Of the dying and the reborn peoples, the banyan and the most delicate new leaves, pale pink, silky soft, beautifully shaped. Okay, so here again he is saying when these trees shed their leaf, in the meantime the banyan, the dying of the reborn of the people tree and the banyan tree, they have beautifully new leaves that looks like green color. Generally they are very dry and big leaves throughout the year, but in the month of March you can see a different picture of leaves in this. Okay, silky soft. So if you want to offering from your nature as your bookmark, you can do better than displace their leaves in your album. So nowadays the thing has already changed. You all are having a bookmark like you buy from the market and put it as a bookmark, but during his time they used to put the leaves, still some people do, leaves and keep it as a bookmark. So he is telling that I promise that if you take this kind of the soft silky pink color leaves of banyan and people and keep it as a bookmark, it will work wonder. Okay, so next we'll continue in the next video.